Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining with us on this beautiful Christmas Eve. My name's Colin, this is my beautiful wife Becca and beautiful daughter Nora, and we are so glad to share this day with you. And we cannot wait for tonight, 5 or 6:30 p.m. We are going to be in person at the Big Red Barn Freshman Christian Community Church, and we will be together for a candlelight service, and we cannot wait. That's my favorite night of the year, and we cannot wait to be joining with you at that time. And Becca has a great hope for the holidays to share with you.
Hey guys, so as I was thinking about hope for the holidays, something that I thought about was from an Advent devotional book that I've been reading. It's called The Greatest Gift by Ann Voskamp, and in one of the days it talks about the story of Joseph, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. But in case you're not, it starts in Genesis 37, and the premises of the story is that Joseph is his father's favorite, which understandably makes his brothers jealous, but they end up selling him into slavery. They make his father think that Joseph has died out in the wilderness, and of course, through God's provision, though, Joseph winds up second in command over the kingdom during a time when the people are going through a horrible famine. And his brothers wind up at the palace doorsteps, afraid of Joseph, but in need of food. And this is what Joseph says to them. He says, "Don't be afraid of me. Am I God that I can punish you? You intended to harm me, but God intended it all for good. He brought me to this position so I could save the lives of many people." And as I read that, I just couldn't help but think about how so many of us count ourselves out for so many different reasons. Whether it's something that happened to you or a mistake that you made that you think cancels out any chance of you living out the life that God planned for you. That's just not the case. That's not the truth. That's a lie. And one of my favorite things about God that I've come to just love so much about him is his quality of redemption, and how even in the bleakest situation, how he makes a way and makes his way. So it just brought me back to actually high school and thinking about this. I had the opportunity to take a teacher candidate class, which really excited me because ever since I was a little girl, I just dreamed about being a teacher. And lo and behold, I actually kind of hated the class, didn't really get into it, and I thought there's no way that this is what God wanted for me to do with my life. So changed my plans, went to college for something different, but as many of you know, I am actually now the junior kindergarten teacher at New Covenant Christian Academy, and I've actually been in education ever since I graduated, and I don't think that's by any coincidence. I know that that's what God had planned for me all along. Even though I maybe took a wrong turn and gave up a little too quickly, God had something else up his sleeve, and I love the way that he used all of that in my life to bring me to the place that I am now. And I'm sure that many of you have stories that are similar to that and have a similar message. So when Anne was talking about it, something that she shared about was just how awful the cross was, and how it stands for the epitome of evil in our world. And just what really struck me is when she said, God takes the greatest evil ever known to humanity and turns it into the greatest gift you have ever known. So I just pray that that resonates in your heart the way that it has resonated in mine. I think about the excitement that so many of our kids have waking up tomorrow morning to gifts under the tree. They aren't sure what they are, but they're excited to see what they are because they know that we would only give them good things, right? And it's the same way with God. So I just pray that we can find that same excitement and anticipation in each morning that we have, because we are serving a God that only has good things planned for us. Maybe Satan had plans to harm us, but God intends it all for good, and we can live with excitement and anticipation each morning in what God has for our day. It's a surprise and we don't know, but maybe we think that we ruined something the day before or made the biggest mistake we could ever make that ruins it all. But just never believe that and find hope in the fact that the story's not over with Jesus.
Absolutely. So we thank you so much for joining us once again. Oh man, we are so excited for this new year ahead of us. So we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We love you all so much. And so God bless. Have an amazing day. And we look forward to seeing many of you tonight.